Hello everyone, I am Kapila here, your English teacher, and today we'll take up the poem Fire and Ice written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is an American poet. He is celebrated throughout the USA. He has won 4 Pulitzer Prizes and his famous works are Mending Wall, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, The Road Not Taken, and Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice, the title itself has 2 contrast words, and there is antithesis here in the title itself, which tells us that the poet is ambiguous, very unclear. He doesn't have any one decision about a particular aphorism. The aphorism is a universal or a general principle or a thought or observation, and on that observation he is ambiguous. That means the poet here has got a thought, that is how the world will end, and about that he is ambiguous. He is not having one clear decision. So that has been depicted here in this poem, Fire and Ice. A very important question, but it is unanswered, and he is ambiguous about it. Now, let's read the poem. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. The poet here is asking an important question about how the world would end. It would end in fire or in ice. Now, fire and ice, they both are symbolic of something else. Here in this poem, fire symbolizes desire, love, lust, etc. And ice symbolizes hatred, cruelty, etc. Now, some people, they say that the world would be destroyed by fire. That is, the humans, they get indulged into desires, wants they have, and because of love, lust, and all these things, craving for things, many wars have happened. History is completely filled of it. So, the world would be end finally one day because of fire. These desires and lust and love and all these things, the cravings that the human beings have in them, this is going to lead to the destruction of this world. That is what he believes. And there is another sect of people who say that the world would be ending with ice. So how ice? Ice is hatred. Now hatred makes you numb. So all your emotions, it is ice. Ice makes you numb. So hatred also makes you numb. And all your feelings and emotions towards humans and any other creature, they become numb. And you become very cruel. And because of that, you'll be harsh and there will be chaos everywhere. And finally, it will lead to the destruction of the earth. And he believes that whatever he has seen till that day, whatever experiences he has had of desire, of the people who have tasted desire, who have had desires, who have fallen in love, who were lustful and who were craving, those people have proved to destroy humanity. Right? Because they became selfish in completing their own cravings, in completing their own desires, and slowly and gradually it led to the destruction of the earth. So fire, that is desire, passion and love and lust, it destroys earth. That is what he feels. But supposing if the earth was to perish or to be destroyed twice, then ice also would be equally enough, equally good to destroy the earth. How? Because of hatred also. The people who will be completely having hatred hovering them, all surrounded by hatred, and they would be all indulged into chaos and such activities, then they will be emotionless. And again, they would cause harm to the society and humanity, and thus the earth again would be destroyed by ice. So he doesn't know. He's ambiguous. The question, the truth. The truth is there. What truth is there? The truth is that the earth is going to be destroyed. But how? That is ambiguous. The poet is ambiguous about this truth. And the truth is that the earth is going to be destroyed, but he doesn't know how. Whether it will be fire or ice, both are equally good. That he has seen. And what does fire and ice stand for? That also you should be remembering, that fire is desire, love, lust and such things, and hatred and numbness of feelings and chaos and all such things. They are depicted by ice over here. The poetic devices used in this poem are antithesis. Antithesis is there present in the title itself, where two contrast words have been used, fire and ice. This tells us how ambiguous he is about the question, the truth. Okay, so antithesis is there in the title itself. Then we've got symbolism. Fire symbolizes desire and love and lust, etc. Whereas ice symbolizes hatred, cruelty, coldness, numbness, etc. Then you have got alliteration. If you see the phrase favor fire, you have alliteration over there. That is the repetition of the single syllable sound. Then you have also got repetition here. That is, some say the world will end in fire. So some say, and the next line says some say in ice. So the phrase some say and some say has been repeated, and there is repetition over here in this poem. I have already told you that the poem is a very short lyric. It has 9-line stanza, the poem, and the rhyme scheme is AB, AAB, CB, CB. Now how you get the rhyme scheme is, you read the last word of every line, and then the same pronunciations are marked as AA, then the other two same pronunciations are marked as BB, and so on, as you can see it here. Now let's do the question answers. The first question tells us that there are many ways and many ideas in which a world can be destroyed. Now the question is asking you if you have any idea of the world, how it would be destroyed, and it is also asking us to write about what do you think if the sun would all of a sudden burst out and everything would be end in heat, or if the whole earth would freeze, then how it would be ending. So it's all about that. There may be many ideas about the destruction of the world, and the poet here also has these two ideas, that the world would be either destroyed by fire or by ice. No matter what the medium or the idea of the destruction of the earth is, one thing is sure, that the earth would definitely end someday. And if it would be ending with fire, then also there would be complete destruction. And if it would end in ice, or if it would freeze completely, then also the earth will end. So even if the sun bursts, there is end of earth, and even if the ice is there freezing the whole earth, then also the earth will perish or it will end. Now in the second question, some words are given to us and we have to associate them with either fire or ice. So the words are greed, cruelty, conflict, fury, lust, intolerance and avarice. Avarice is greed for money. So all these words are associated with fire. If we look at the other set of words, that is insensitivity, coldness, indifference, hatred, cruelty, rigidity, all these are associated with ice, that is numbness of feelings and coldness. If we look at the third question, we have already discussed the rhyme scheme, and the contrasting ideas have been beautifully brought out by the use of words such as ice, suffice and hate and great, fire, desire. Okay, so they have very beautifully contrasted the ideas. The use of the words that are there at the end of each line, they have sufficed with the contrasting ideas. That's all for now. See you in the next video. You can download the book from the link given below in the description. Also, for your doubts and queries, comment in the comment section.